This Dr. Dolittle, Eddie Murphy, is a very famous actor. He's able to. Sorry, someone calling me now. Give me a minute. Sorry, guys. My staff just called me. He told me he lost his wallet. Guess what? He did not lose his wallet. He misplaced it somewhere else. Okay. Anyway, this is a very nice movie. You should watch it. And he really talked to different types of animals. And it's just like, may I ask, Wenjing, if you have the gift, and God give you the gift to talk to any animals, and you understand their language, would you want to have it?
Sure, why not?
Sure. Okay. How about Fiona? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not paying attention to me. I know. You don't know what is my question. Don't roll your damn eye. You think your eyes so cute. If you had a gift, no, I know you're flirting with your handphone. Do you have a gift? When you have a gift to talk to any animals, would you want it or not?
No.
Don't want Why?
I just I'll be very honest lah. I don't really like it.
你为他们动物喜欢你咩？OK，好。
老诶 The only animal I like are pandas.
Hey,
Is that
why
my
don't Natalie give you the paper now?
Huh?
Did he give you the paper?
No.
Huh? Bloody hell, I asked her to pass the paper to you. Go and send a message. They say, how come forgot? You see, go out. Yesterday, Tuesday, go out. 爽哦。home base learning 爽哦。
然后我得 COVID 了。
什么 COVID？
I got COVID for the past few days. So yeah.
You got COVID for the past few days? Guys, can you put on your mask, please? Shit, go get a mask. Quick, go get a mask. Okay. So, 亮子 Aaron, do you like? Oh, but shit, not too close, not too close. Will you want? If you have the power to talk to animal, will you want to have it? Don't want also. Why? Fiona, for the next hour, don't talk to us. After you spread the germs to us. Thank you. Yeah, Liang Zi.
Yes, I want the power.
Oh, why?
Because I think it's funny.
Funny, like the other group of my student, he say, I don't want to have this power. No? When he say, I don't want, I really stress out myself. And he still want to share the problem with all the animals. I don't want that. No, I rather to be free. So Fiona, how you know you got COVID?
I did the ART test.
Oh, so you never go out with her lah?
Uh-huh.
Obviously, okay. Okay. Clear already, clear already. Okay. Yeah, don't give me that kind of look, Fiona, please. And you never know, Zoom also can pass the virus. Careful, guys. Don't get too close to her. She's very, how do I say? She's very not conduct. She's very conducive. Not conducive. She's very what? There's a word. Shucks, I forgot the word. Sorry, give me a minute.
Teachers.
What? She's just what? Contagious. Thank you. Yeah, I suddenly missed out thank you. She's very contagious. Oh my goodness, she's so contagious that everyone like her. No, forget it. Hey, good what? If it's contagious, mean everyone like you what? 对吗？ It's a good thing what? 对不对？每个人喜欢你吗？OK, guys，我们就讨厌他吧。
No, what way?
你是要你讲的吗？你不希望我们喜欢你的，我们就不喜欢你咯。算了吧，开玩笑。OK，开始。OK, guys. This one we are talking about different topic about situation writing, and this is the one that we want to talk about different things. Okay. So one is inequality. Inequalities is something that we don't like to see, and this month's topic is very tough. So Aaron, tomorrow if you are coming to the grassroots club common folks, you better bring your sentences at least 20 sentences for me to mark. Okay, because tomorrow I'm spending time with the Set 4 O-level student to do their oral presentation. It will be about 4 or 5 students, I'm not sure, including you, maybe 6 students, to practice their oral because next week is their Chinese and English oral GC O-level exam. Okay, I mean it's good for you, Aaron, to come and listen and see how they do it, so improve your quality of oral. And don't 不要一手空空来，不要拿功课。如果你没有拿功课来，最好是不要来哈。我就是要等 mark 你的 question paper and essay and no essay and sentences. Okay, thank you, Aaron. Okay, in the context of AI, inequality refers to how AI's technologies can accelerate or create disparities among individuals or groups, particularly in areas like access to opportunities, economic outcome, and social well-being. It encompasses various forms, including AI is something that will take a lot away of the jobs that we're going to have. AI will be something that we can't live without it. AI is something that every human beings expect will need them one way or another. And this essay also by using AI. Okay, I just want to see how powerful, and it is very powerful in breakdown of what I want to see and I want to teach all of you. Now, first of all, inequality in economic inequality. Please take notes, guys, because next year, Set 3, you're going to do oral. I'm sorry, oral. Social study. And social study talk about all this very important. So sorry 啊，Sunny Fiona，I think of 你没有去看医生啊？你就是在家里休息啊？不用吃药是吗？
I eat Panadol.
哦，这样我也是有一点的可能。哦，糟糕。OK，alright，OK，so 今天我的屁股出血。呀呀呀呀，真的真的，我的屁股出血，有一条很长的东西在我屁股跑出来，很恶心，right？OK，我知道，sorry 啊。呀呀呀，我恶心，我自己都不敢看的。等下我去闻它，我去舔它，我去摸它。不要讲哦，原来是一个 mushroom 啊，嘿。Fiona is like, Uncle Raymond, you seriously from your ass you took out and smell and taste and feel? Yeah, I'm weird 啦。Aaron，你看 Aaron 很 steady 很 cool，样子没有笑，你看。因为他刚刚起来而已，看他头发很乱这样。OK，no，真的是 Fiona and Wenjing really there's something from my ass. It was very painful. I did not go and taste it lah, please lah. I did not smell it lah. But when I took out, it feel oh my god, it's like 那个香菇这样. So the thing is, I want to share with you not because I'm disgusting, because I just realized when I eat, I never chew the food properly. And it was so excruciating pain. I was this morning, I was in Potong Pasir Point Center. Wow, it was like lingering, and then my ass is ready 要开花了. Okay, economic inequalities. Yeah, 我形容得很漂亮哦。Aaron，你看，Aaron，你听到我讲话吗？听到啊。可是为什么你没有反应啊？OK, fair enough。他是个木头人。我不知道，我不想知道。OK，since 你不要讲话哈，我现在给你讲话。Economic inequalities, Aaron。
Economic inequality, AI, AI size to unequal access to AI, or AI could lead to job displacement in some sectors while creating new opportunities in other. Proportionally, well,
等一下，你很奇怪了，你读的字哦，when you read the time，你的眼睛这样，proportionally，你要眼睛看直，宝贝，你不要前面的你还看过来，看过来，看到文静头发短短很可爱。Sorry, bro. Sorry，摸一下他头发真可爱。我上看下看左看右看，看来看去都是这么漂亮的文静。现在到你，亮着你的眼睛，不要看来看去看直，看那个字，求求你。我知道前面那个女孩子 start with F and end with A 很难看，可是你还是要看，谢谢。 我没有讲谁啊，我没有讲谁啊，我没有指名道姓啊，你知我知天知地知，他不知。接下来 potentially。
potentially widening the gap between high skilled and low skilled workers.
Okay, sad to say, okay, let's be serious 啊，对不起啊let's be serious. I just want to warm up to get you the feel good about it. 在这个世界，economic inequality 是真的很正常的。Because of that, we have really suffered a lot. And because of economic and social and economic inequalities, it makes people to get rich get richer, the poor get poorer. And the worst thing is that the country or certain place in the world they will not allow certain poor people to get rich for whatever reason. Maybe they feel that the rich will suppress them. One of the countries that I can think of is from India. India and China has been 5,000 years, and yet you see China has slowly, surely, and definitely helping the poor to be more successful, to be more educated, to be more digital inclined. So this afternoon, I went to close shop at Woodland Health Hospital. So I was talking to one of the vendor, a lady. I didn't know she's a Malaysian, Fiona, and she went all the way to Wuhan to study e-commerce. Malaysian girl. And I asked her, hey, 你为什么去到马来西亚，去到中国武汉读 e-commerce? Number one, economically is cheaper. Okay, number two, of course, a lot of Malaysian girls, no, cannot say girl, Malaysian Chinese, they are very affluent and very good in Mandarin. And so they go Wuhan and study. Even her boyfriend also go to Wuhan and study engineering. Very funny, people from China, Fiona, from there coming to Singapore, and then they go to China. Actually, I don't mind. If I have a chance, then I ask her. So when you study Wuhan, what is there any inequality? 好像 discrimination. So 没有 very good. And the good thing is that they written in English but taught in Chinese. So I was thinking, if one day I really so nothing to do after I retire from teaching, I also don't mind go to China to learn the history of China. Seriously, I don't mind you throw me to a museum and listen to all the professor about the China history. I enjoy it, no. Seriously. Okay, so economic inequalities are one thing. Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ, that is a beautiful AI's waterfall. How I wish there I can bathe there and swim naked there all alone by myself. That is my dream to swim alone naked all by myself. 跟大自然一起享受。You find that I'm pervert, I'm crazy, right? No. Sometimes in life we must do something that is extraordinary. Of course, don't be get no R-rated lah. No, I don't. Of course I won't going to swim naked there, please. I will don't mind that. Stop it, Wen Jay. After I swim naked then 等一下给那个鱼吃掉我一些 different part of my body 不是死掉，我变成太监了。不要想歪，不要想歪。我说那个小鱼吃掉我的手指，我的脚趾，不要想歪啊！哎呀，给假假的，你看亮泽这么 serious，OK，so economy 就是金钱上的不平衡，然后怎么办呢？Aaron，let's read the next one, please.
Unequal access to AI education resources and infrastructure
Infrastructure.
can create these particles.
No. Your eyes look at the word. Don't turn left and right. Disparities.
The,
Disparities.
these parties
Disparities. Sorry,
disparities
disparities.
in who benefit from AI advancement and who is left behind.
Is there a the there? Is there a the there?
And who is left behind.
So educations I wish all of you when you are after Set 4 you go to A level or JC, please take AI seriously. Okay. If you don't have AI, sorry, 你就将会被淘汰. Very sad. And you know the governments are in Singapore and China. You look at China, hey, guys, I didn't know China is so smart. Even the 马桶 also 可以讲话。马桶是主人，请打开盖，是主人。Oh my God. 马桶，请你帮我喷屁股，是主人，请你帮我烘干我的屁股，是主人，你的大便很臭，主人。Can you imagine? No, seriously. One thing is serious. There's this type of 马桶that
There's
is
one in
really
Changi Airport, I think.
Changi Airport got ah?
Yeah, the jewel, the
Oh,
toilet there.
really? You
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
you
yeah.
can talk to the toilet bowl ah?
No, you can't talk, but it's just very smart, I guess.
You lucky you tell me. If not, I go there and talk to the toilet bowl. Toilet bowl, please open. Hello? Security ah. Got this man talk to the toilet bowl. Better come. That's it, man. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, thank you. I have long time never been to Changi Airport. Because I go there, sure got a lot of people ask me for autograph. I don't want. I'm very popular one. Yeah, stop it, Fiona. Don't look at me like that. Back to you, 亮子. Social inequality. Now, opportunity inequality means 就是没有人给一个机会给人家. It's very true for Uncle Raymond when I was young. I don't really have a lot of opportunities, and especially when you come from single parents or a distorted, not distorted, this not distorted. Why am I using distorted? Sorry, separate parents or things like that. At that time, the generation is that you against you are very bad. Social inequality, back to you, 亮子, an AI system.
AI systems can per 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 perpetuate
来，眼睛又看 left and right.
没有啊，
有，我看到你这样，好像这个 perpetuate 的，
我眼睛不舒服，
你什么不舒服？
眼睛有点干现在。
我跟你讲很多次了，哎，你回来的时候不要整天看女人，看前面的女孩，看来看去，看到你看走眼花缭乱。你看文静这样，她从来没有看小孩子、女孩子的，她看老奶奶。Yeah, you're not get sick of my joke. Back to you, 亮子. Perpetuate,
Perpetuate extinct extinct
existing,
ex,
existing,
existing society
societal, okay,
societal social
sorry,
so,
societal
societal basis
bias,
bias bias
偏见
if
啊 bias 偏见.
if trained on biased data, leading to unfair and discriminatory outcomes in areas
Discriminatory,
dis
discriminatory.
discriminatory
Tory, Tory is Tory. Yeah.
discriminatory outcomes in areas like loan applications, hiring process, and even criminal justice.
So the loan application, that means for example, do you think a sweeper, a cleaner, a toilet cleaner, or even a construction worker, do you think they will get loans to buy their house? Usually no, right? The bank will only give money to the rich or people who can pay back the loans. And when you're hiring also, in other countries, they don't like to hire certain race. In Singapore, last time they do that. Okay, not only hiring against to certain race, like maybe Filipinos, China or Vietnam's those days. But now they are be more fair and equal. And of course, the criminals are, George Floyd in US. He was being pinned down by a few police officers and he died eventually because of the ill treatment by this police officer because it's social inequality. They think that all the blacks in US are bad guy. They think that all the bad peoples will do a lot of criminals. Sometimes, surprisingly, it's not the true it is. In fact, the blacks also have their own principle and quality. Okay, next two, digital inequality. Aaron,
Unequal access to technology and digital literacy can create a divide between those who can leverage AI and those who cannot, further marginalizing valuable population.
unequal access to technology and digital literacy can create a divide between those who can leverage AI and those who cannot, further marginalizing vulnerable populations. Sad to say, most of the elderlies are Wenjing, Fiona and 亮子, do your grandparents know how to use WhatsApp, WeChat, or what Alipay, WePay, or even how to open YouTube, or even how to do TikTok live. Do they know? Thumbs up if you have grandparents. 亮泽，你的奶奶爷爷会用吗？Fiona can good. Because my mom is so not so well educated, is educated enough. She refused to use a technology, and my mother-in-law is very illiterate, not even very, not educated, but she know how to use YouTube. She know how to use social media. So again, this digital inequalities is going to be very, very serious. Back in the 30 years ago, 30 years ago, yes, in Singapore, I'm telling you the truth. When Microsoft launched Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, I was one of the trainer to train all the senior citizens in the company. I tell you, you got a hell lot of problem. Okay, they really cannot really accept Microsoft and Windows or 3.1, Windows 3.11 or the hardware. So now, because the elderlies are like myself, 50 plus, I would call senior citizen 50 plus, 60 plus, because they 有受到一点教育，所以他们大概懂得怎么用 digital media。以前的那个时代是真的很难。At least 70 to 80% of the Singapore populations are all 文盲, illiterate, 没有读书. So now, not much better. In fact, now, take note, three of you. In fact, Singapore, they got this digital ambassador. That means this group of people will go around to teach the senior citizen how to use three things. Ready? WhatsApp, WeChat, and social media. It can be any platform of social media, so that they will know how to use it. You know why not? Because they want to prevent scam. Because some elderly know how to use digital banking. And what happened, their OTP and all these things, they not left out. They let the criminals, people to took over their phones and their account. Why I know? Because I used to stay doing police duty in the Admiralty MRT station, and we advise the senior citizen about the scam shield that we have by the police force to prevent them from this. Okay. Last but not least, an ethical inequality. Back to you, Aaron. The potential
To the potential for AI to be used for civilizing manipulation and social control rise in concerns about the unequal disruption of power and its impact on individual freedoms and society's well-being.
the potential for AI to be used for surveillance, that means 就是看那个 CCTV surveillance, and the manipulation 就是控制那个东西social control versus ethical concerns. But 你不可以随便随便拍人家的照片，不可以随便随便就说要控制人家的 rights，不可以随便随便说我放一个 toilet 一个 camera 在 toilet，因为我的 helper 可能在 toilet 不要做工，假在 toilet 里面睡觉this 个是隐私的 privacy。Hello, excuse me. What rights? You want to put the camera in the dining room, living room, kitchen can, but not in the toilet please. Okay, about the unequal distributions of power, not disruption it's distribution 分 distribution of power and its impact on individual freedom and societal well-being. So do you know Liang Fiona and Wenjing, 10 years ago when Singapore police force decided to put a lot of camera on the street wow, there was a big hoo-ha. People say, wow, how can you like that? You take my human rights, no, you take my privacy right, you stupid government, put everywhere camera. Now look at China, there are so many cameras everywhere. Sometimes I feel that being communist is also not bad. You don't need to get a permission from the citizen. You just do for the sake and knowing that by doing all this is for the benefits and the safety of the well-being of the citizen. But here, 哇，讲人权讲 freedom of speech 讲到来东西不用做了。所以你看一个inequality 可以讲到 经济 economy, opportunity, socials, digital, ethical. Wow, very lot now. And we still talk about here. Okay, addressing AI-driven inequality requires a multi-phase approach that include what? 等一下。Okay, now let's move on. So, my dear Aaron, promoting
Promoting fairness and inclusivity. Ensure AI systems are developed and deployed in a way that minimizes bias and promote e- equi- equitable outcomes.
你现在读哦，at least 没有那个的，ensure very good 啊，ensuring AI systems are developed and deployed。deploy 就是分去做，deploy 就是怎么讲？好像我们有一个打仗，我们要 deploy 就是把军去分，不是分散呢、去how you say in Chinese on deploy Fiona? Any idea? 呃，去每一个部门啊，deploy 啊，OK。In a way that minimize bias and promotes equitable outcomes. Back to you, 亮哲. Investing, 亮哲. Hello, can you hear me?
呃，
华语叫什么啊？Fiona，部什么？部队呀、
部署
哦，部署对，部署对，谢谢。OK，亮哲，investing,
Investing in education and skills development, equal, equipping individuals with the skill and knowledge to participate in the AI jobs economy.
So investing in education is the best to take away inequality. Equipping every individual is with the skills, meaning everyone's, whether you are poor, you're rich, you're damn filthy, poor, you're damn filthy rich. We will give you the knowledge, we'll give you the skills, we'll help you to develop. Thank you. We'll give you all the opportunity, 那个机会去表扬、表达、表现跟表演你的才华。Back to you, regulating AI development and deployment. Establishing.
Establishing clear grid lines and regulation to mitigate potential harmful and promote responsible AI innovation.
No, you see, regulating AI, that means you see, AI is going to make us very unequal. That means whoever can have the AI will be upper hand and earn tons of money. So establishing a clear guidelines 就是一种怎么讲华语叫什么what you call guidelines 一种自律啊，okay, and regulations to mitigate potential harms and promote responsible AI innovation. Last one, fostering public dialogue and encouragement.
Encouraging open discussions about the ethical implications of AI and its impact on society.
So encouraging open discussion, that means everyone must be free and genuine, speaking the truth and about the ethical implications of AI and its impact on society. Meaning that when I implement AIs or whether I implement certain policy, will I have inequalities to certain group of people, or is it will affect to certain religion? So in order to make sure that everyone is safe, what is my definition? Ready? To me, the word inequality is a blessing word at times, still it may be a double-edged sword. So sometimes being unequal, not equal is good things. Why? Let me explain. Why I say that, think about it. If this world is everything will be equal, fair, good, and non-biased, no prejudice and no favorism, then we don't need religion. Then we don't need justice. And most importantly, no need government. Everyone 都是很平等啊，每个人都是一视同仁，每个人都是 no need to 说我怕你，你怕我。So everyone have no fears. Or even, why I put even? I never change. Or even policy policing and police or even policing and defend. That means 我根本不用警察了，我不用军人来保护我们的国家。We are like living in heaven or nirvana world。亮哲，你可以读这个华文给大家听吗？看你的华文多好。
呃，
一个中四的学生读的非常好，来，
不会读，
哈，
这个是什么啊？
这个是华文字，鸡蛋你在考我。文字
好像是
换的世界在佛教中指的是一种超越生死轮回、断除一切烦恼和痛苦的境地，是修行者追求的终极理想目标。它象征着圆满的寂寞，且一切功德圆满，所有烦恼和杂念都已消除。听得会，Fiona 你会读吗？
Hold on, let me first research the first two words. I don't know the first two words.
That means, okay, the first word ready is something like this. In the Buddhist and Hindu philosophy, 就是说在这个宗教，sorry I'm not teaching you 文静 and all of you, I'm not teaching you to be a Christian or Buddhist. What I want to say that because under the eye of religions, in fact, all human beings and creeds everyone is the same. In Buddhist and Hindus philosophy, nirvana 极乐世界 signifies a state of liberation from suffering and the cycle of rebirth, samsara. It is a state of profound peace and enlightenment achieved by extinguishing desire and attachments. Essentially, nirvana is the ultimate goal representing freedom from the limitations and pains of worldly existence. Wow, what does it mean? It means that we must live in a place that there's no worry. We must live in a place that we treat everyone equal. We must live in a place that we know that one day we will go back to karma. That means 轮回转世. Okay, that is what the Buddhists and Hindu. So the way the philosophy is thinking that 什么何时了？冤冤相报何时了？ So why are we taking revenge? And why are we looking down at people? Why can't we treat every single human beings and animals on an equal footing, on an equal rights, on an equal respect? Wait, I thought I make already. Shit, sorry 明白吗，各位？OK， so it's like a philosophy. Philosophy 就是所谓一种辍学，OK，一种辍学，你懂辍学吗？哲学啊，不是辍学，一种哲学。But again, inequality is here since the Stone Age till now. Has long, yeah, you are right. 你没有错啊，文静，你讲的没有错。等一下我跟你讲一个故事，在这个。So Fiona is very sarcastic to say, 哎，你们都打过草咩？文静，你 reply, yeah, I'm a Spider-Man and Iron Man. Okay, joke Okay, 开玩笑，不要生气啊。It's good that I like my student to talk like that, but we must have our limit Let me go on As long as you are a human being, most of the time we look into another person's eyes, we will start to create a sense of a strong feeling. Can be described in many ways, depending on the specific nuance you want to convey. Nuance, okay. Some synonyms include passions. Passion 就是你喜欢 fervor. Learn all these vocab words. Zeal, adore, intensity, and emotions. Other options could be compelling, vehement, or even visceral, depending on the context or negative feelings. So again, like what you say, you love glass, then plants. Then Viola say you never step on the plant, man. Let me explain this. A very high things of what is the rights as a human and the grass. Okay, I'm not the god. I'm just using my own experience to explain since you all brought up this question. Negative feelings can be described using a variety of words depending on the specific nuance. And some synonyms for negative feeling include anger, sadness, fears, resentment, bitterness, enormous animosity. This is a very strong word, animosity and hostility and disappointment. This word can be used to describe feeling that cause unhappiness, dislike, or displeasure. I ask you 有一个小和尚看到一只小鸟掉下来从树上，OK， he saw the birds. Okay, a young man saw a bird drop down from the tree. And then he was sick and hungry. And then he saw a worm crawling towards the bird. So of course, bird eat worms, right? 亮泽, Fiona and Wenjing, correct. So he said, if I were to give the worms to the bird, 我就是杀生了嘞. If I don't give the worms to the bird, then the bird will die. 我也是杀生嘞，我也不要救它。Then he turned to the old monk, Fiona. He asked the old monk, 那我应该怎么做啊？我应该给那个小鸟吃虫呢，还是放生那个虫呢，让小鸟这样折磨死掉呢？可是于心何忍呢？ You know how the monk replied? So now you're the old monk. Wenjing, how will you reply to the small monk? 阿弥陀，小施主，你去谷歌一下吧。看你要还是不要？老施主，我的 WiFi 没有这么像你这么好。阿弥陀佛，关我屁事。Okay, so Fiona 亮泽 what will you do？ 你会给那个小鸟吃那个虫呢，还是放生那个虫给小鸟慢慢死掉呢？
I'll just like leave it up to fate. Because
Bye
like
bye.
I believe like everything is technically like I mean I believe that there's some sort of God out there lah. So then I don't think that that child actually has any like rights to legitimately like do anything about it. It's up to fate. Maybe the worm crawling towards the bird could like 半路间 see the bird and be like, oh shit, and then like
吃
you
我吧，吃
think,
我吧，
you know,
我很好吃。
you know, like we like as a bystander, this to be very honest, it's not really the guys the kids like business lah. And then it's like let's just leave it up to fate. I mean maybe the worm is fated to be eaten by the bird, who knows?
How about you, Wenjing?
What if the boy is fated to save the bird?
No, the boy is a young monk, not the boy. We don't call the boy.
Oh, the monk.
The young monk. So you are the old monk. So what are you going to tell the young monk? It's just
I'm
like
gonna
it's just like you say treat the plants with respect, but someone says, sure, you never step on the grass, huh? So what will you do? What will you do? Seriously.
I'll save the bird.
Okay, you ask the young monk to save the bird and give the bird to eat the worm, huh?
Mm.
Correct, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. How about 亮泽? What will you do? 我把那个虫跟鸟一起吃了。
Oh, I
Aaron，你
think
终于笑了，Aaron 终于笑了，说施主，
这
对不起，
嗯
我突然想到肯德基家乡鸡，然后呢，那个虫呢，薯条，阿弥陀佛，这样子你会怎么样？
我刚开始想的就是这样。
啊，你真的想这样把两个都吃掉？你真是变态呀！Okay, serious, serious. What will you do?
I will save the bird.
对了，其实那个老师所讲，这种是，比如那你开口，你都讲了，这是缘分了。So you see 啊，when you step on the ground 啊，就是那个缘分，就是那个草，就是要给你踩着。一条路走的时候，是不是真的完美的？所以，如果你是碰到草，踩到那个草呢，还是踩到那个？当然你不要故意啦，你不会，你跟哈哈哈哈，大地在我脚下，我踩死你啊！那 stupid 的，各位啊，文静，of course not like that，你以为你是秦始皇啊？我大地在我脚下，我踩你，no no no no。What I meant is that，Fiona 你说的对，这是缘分。你看啊，为什么是一条虫呢？可能是可能别的东西给它吃，对吗？可是我们在佛教有讲转世轮胎，转世投胎的东西，轮回转世，so karma, yes, it's fate. So it's not wrong that you see, the first thing first, this is also about our primary school, 亮着 about our science cycle. Remember? The grass is actually the producer, right? And then with the worm, and then with the bird, and then with the eagle, or maybe with a snake, or maybe with a rat, and then the rat eat the bird or small bird, and then the snake eat the snake eat the bird, and then another one eat the snake or something like that. So this is a food cycle, food chain. If we break the food chains, that means is how there will be more worms, and more worms will create disaster. You see, this is how, no, this is what it means here. 很深奥哦，很深奥的人。Once you know about Buddhism, Taoism, 佛教、道教、基督教、回教，还有这个Hinduism 啊，Hinduism 我怀疑我不懂叫什么。You will start to understand，其实这个世界是很美的。You know how to see things, that means you know everyone has the rights to survive in this world. I'm just sharing with you, okay? So what is social inequality? Just now, Aaron read this, Liang Zhe. So you see, can you imagine that they purposely put a white guy standing here and the black guys here? It's very common in US in the past 50 years when Martin Luther King Jr. was being assassinated because he wanted the blacks to have equal rights like the whites. And in South Africa, the apartheid, they also want to have equal rights. And same thing goes to Singapore. I think this year you also study the Maria Hathod, the racial riots, and the Hockley bars, and then the religious riots. These are all related to social and right inequalities. And this is so important. If you study that in the Utusan Melayu newspaper, the Malaysia accused Singapore and Mr. Lee Kuan Yew that they threw away all the Malays out of Geylang Serai, 就是无家可归. But the truth is that they put them in one side and they rebuilt Geylang Serai to be a more safer and better with proper electricity and water supply for them. But imagine the time there's the social media, that things will be different really. With social medias, they will show the different sides and they'll keep the mouth shut of the Malaya. And that's one of the reasons why Malaysia and Singapore get separated. And in my opinion, that's my opinion. I know Mr. Lee Kuan Yew cried. To me, I feel that I think it's a crocodile tear. To me, that Mr. Lee want to cry, but I think he's crying for happy day. Wow, finally, I'm out of Malaya. Because they don't treat us as one united country. That Sultan itself, what's the Agong? I can't remember his name. He don't really treat the Chinese well enough. Even though he and Lee Kuan Yew went to Oxford to study and things like that, but he still want to think that at that generation, of course, there were things inequalities of race. So this is a very dry topics, because the reason why is that I'm preparing you for a lot of things. Okay, let me share with you this one. Actually, I don't feel like sharing this one with you, but let me share with you. Give me a minute. I'm going to turn on because this is one of my students who did this. Yeah, how come cannot open? Oh, it's opening. Okay, wait. And now, especially the last one. The last one I want you to wait. This is one of my students, IB student. IB student. Okay, the IB student. To me, I don't get
safe and
this is his essay, IB student essay.
criticizes the U.S. government's lack of honesty and transparency by alluding to Judas in lines 17 to 18. Like Judas of old, you lie and deceive. You lie and deceive. This allusion to Judas evokes the sense of betrayal that citizens feel in the government, like Judas had betrayed Jesus. Like Judas, American citizens trusted and supported the U.S. government and believed that they were doing the right thing. But then when they saw through their masks and saw what was truly going on, they felt betrayed and upset. Dylan also utilizes irony to show the U.S. government's detachment from the consequences of their actions. You fasten the triggers for the others to fire, then you sit back and watch when the death counts get higher. You hide in your mansion. Lines 25 to 29. The irony here is the fact that the US government was fastening the triggers of the guns and sent troops out to do the fighting. But the US government stepped back and hid when the fighting got bigger and the death count started growing high. The issue of Western exceptionalism.
Wow, yeah, something new, something new. Ah, okay, I got you already. All right, so have you changed already? This also the same?
Oh, no.
Only languages you're going to do this, right?
Not really Chinese because Chinese, the oral is I go there, I have two pictures, I choose one.
Wow, yeah, something new, something.
The issue of Western exception.
You mean all your friends also have... Okay, listen to this, going to do it.
So how am I'm gonna
So now you're
try
exam
and
face to
memorize
face.
this.
Okay, so now face to face exam. Okay, start now. So how?
So, well, I wouldn't have this document with me.
Then how you start? How is your presentation oral?
I'll just start straight away. Like today, I'll be exploring the global issue of Western exceptionalism in the context of the larger field of inquiry, politics, power, and justice. And then
You see my mouse moving to the politics,
I'll
power,
say
and justice,
this, I won't have this with me. I'm gonna memorize this.
Oh my goodness. Seriously, you mean all your friends also have to do this?
Yeah.
So what if you cannot not sure? What happens if your friends or whoever is taking this is halfway stop? Then how?
Too bad, lah.
Huh?
Only one time, only one try.
Only one time,
Yeah.
They don't say, oh, so sorry, teacher. Can I do it again? No.
No. You know.
So if they do again, it's considered fail.
Yeah. So
Oh.
even if I mess up, I just keep going now.
Sorry again?
Better than failing. If I mess up in the middle, I just need to keep going. Or else it's worse if I stop.
Oh wow. Okay, something new, something new. Ah. Okay. And intertwine into my train of. I was too young to notice the real impact. So when you say mention in Shanghai and the title, what is the title again? Sorry.
To what extent are the interactions between multinational corporations and the government significant? A case study of power between Changshu and Singapore.
This guy is my student. He's actually a Singaporean who studied in Shanghai American School. Okay, as you can see, you guys are Wenjing, Fiona, and Liang Zhe. You need to read like the screen, right? You just read correct, Fiona. You just read the screen and then you do write down the screen correct now. And then 2 minutes presentation. You saw the entire script just now he wrote, right? It's about 1,000 over words. And he has to memorize the whole entire thing. And what they do, they are actually an IB student. You know it's IB, right? IB student, okay? So if you think your oral is tough, their oral even tougher. Okay, and then you know the slang. Actually, he's actually stayed in China since he was primary one. He's a Singaporean. He's coming back this year. I think this year to serve the national service. So last year I taught him. He did this one. He was, I think, the second highest in the whole school. Second highest for this. And then I went through with him the whole essay. It's not easy. It took him about 1 month to write. Okay, seriously. So Liang Zhe, Wenjing, and Fiona, this guy is actually writing towards university papers. And after he graduated, he need to write a summary of about 2,000 words or so, I can't remember, to promote himself, Wenjing, to go to field university. And on top of that, he need to not only write, need to do a presentations to the university. Okay, so just to share with you, so if you think your oral is tough, I don't think your teacher will show you this kind of things, and this is real, only last year only. Okay, I got his permission to share. So you see, guys, seriously, these are the people out there they are really from Shanghai American School. And see the way they talk, they really got a slang. Okay, but his Chinese is good. Okay, his Chinese, the way he read Chinese is very good. You can see the Chengdu, he really got the 四调声. All right, let's do the essay. Inequality arises from a complex interplay of factors, including what? Including unequal access to opportunity, varying levels of resources ownership, discrimination, and government policy. These factors can create persistent disparities in income, wealth, and social standing, both within and between countries. Oh, by the way, sorry, just now Fiona, Wenjing, and Liang Zhe, you realize you read that one, the government things, right? The way he wrote the essay is what we are doing now. Is what we are doing now. So Wenjing, you might find a bit, wow, maybe you no need to worry. Maybe you think that you're okay. To some, it's like, wow, this essay is very dry. This is what we're going to study. As you go older, the language, the choice of word will get tougher. Okay, it's no more like primary 1, primary 2 comprehension. You read that one, just now, his name is Gareth. You saw Gareth took a lot of books. He had to read a few books. The lecturer will kind of encourage them to read, let's say, from 10 books. So you have to choose about 5 books to put these 5 books of informations into that particular essay. And then after that, you have to present it and memorize it. But halfway you screw up, you still have to continue. They train them to talk like that. Huh? Okay, specific causes of inequality include, back to you, Wenjing.
Specific causes of inequality include inequality of opportunity. You need unequal access to quality education, healthcare, and other essential services limits individuals' potential for economic advancement.
Sad to say, because of this inequality, that means people need opportunity to survive. But you take away this opportunity, exactly like what Garrett did, the essay is about opportunity inequalities. So just like the video will share with you this one. And then last part is talking about a project that he need to do to tell them that why this software or this product or something like that can do in Chengdu and Singapore. Back to you, Wenjing.
Resource ownership. These parties in the ownership of assets like land, capital, and natural resources can lead to significant differences in income and wealth.
The disparities of these type of thing resources, like in the past or even in Malaysia, Liang Zhe, Fiona, and Wenjing, you may not know, in Malaysia they got this group called the Bumi Putra. That means in Chinese 是那种土生土长的马来人，就是说他们的3、4代，但祖宗18代就是马来西亚人。So because of that, the government give them the rights, Fiona, to own a piece of land. That means everything they got the best of the best. And end up, you know what happened, Wenjing? 好吃懒做，守株待兔. Not all, not all. Let's be honest, not all. Okay? And because they got all these things, they don't need to work already. They based on their forefather who give them all these things. So how it become discriminations? Back to you, Wenjing.
Discrimination, systematic discrimination based on factors like race, gender, ethnicity, or religion can restrict opportunities and perpetuate inequality.
Exactly what happened to some of the countries. And do you know that, Fiona, the Muslim is world, the Islamic world, the girl cannot walk in front of the husband. The girl and the mother have to eat in the kitchen. Your father, seriously, your father. Can you imagine your father ask you and your sister and your mother to eat in the kitchen and then they eat in the dining room? I think the next day your father will be sleeping in the kitchen. No, 不要笑. And then in Middle East, Wenjing and Liang Zhe. In Middle East, if a girl, like for example, if you now want to drive a car, you cannot, no. You must be escorted by a male passenger. If not, you cannot get out of the house. And next year in your social study, you will study this girl, very nice girl called Malala. Malala is actually in Pakistan because of her insistence, Liang Zhe, to make sure that all girls need to go to school. What happened? This guy went to the bus, inside the bus, and bang, bang, using the AK-42, 2 bullets to her head. 奇迹 miracles, Fiona, 她没有死. The Taliban shot her two bullets in the head. You know why, Fiona? Because she go to school. Very sad, huh? 啊，而且以前在50年代还是100年前啊，Fiona，你这个做女人是没有用的，在我们华人的社会，就是女人就是没有用的，very sad 哦，重男轻女的感觉。可是现在改了，你看，就是教育跟社会的风俗改，societal change。I think it's definitely good. No, seriously, until today, some of the Muslim country they still think that oh, sometimes I cannot take it lah. I talk to these Islamic people, they say no, no, this is my religions, and then the girls have to cover their face and all these things because of religions. I mean, you have to follow to change it. Even we Catholic Christian, we also have to follow time. You know, Christian Catholic, we are not supposed to get the girl to do certain things in the church, but start slowly change. And then, of course, in the church, you don't allow LGBT. But we slowly start to change to accept them. You think God has no this color blind or color bar to say certain. As long as you have a good heart, doing the right things at the right time, who cares? But because of religion, say no tattoo. You know, a lot in even Catholic and Islam, we do not allow to have tattoo on their body. But you know, a lot of people nowadays are tattoo, nobody business. In the 70s, when you have tattoo, it means you are gangsterism. But now, wow, I tell you, the police will be very busy. Everyone look at tattoo. So the thing is that the tattoo is like, no, cannot. But sometimes I think of it, some people tattoo. Okay, sorry, guys, Wenjing. I know when some people I see the whole body got tattoo, I look at them, it's like, oh shit, man. Why you want to destroy your body? I feel that the more tattoo the person have, I feel that he's very insecure. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so I don't like to have tattoo anyway. Sorry, so that's my personal opinion. I'm sorry. Back to you, Wenjing. Government policy.
Government policies related to taxation, social welfare, and labor market can exacerbate or mitigate inequality. For example, regressive tax systems or cuts social spending can disproportionately affect lower income individuals.
So by the way, when you read this one, please take note for next year of your social study textbook. This one confirm will come out something like that. Meaning that everyone, the poor will get more subsidies, the rich will tax more, that kind of thing. So, okay, let's go quickly. Technological advancement, I summarize. It means that if the country do not have technological advancement, 就是被淘汰落伍了. So globalization is also very important. Okay, because your set 4 will cover this in the social study. And if you all want to go to JC, this topic is super, super important. Globalization can lead to both increased economic growth and increased inequalities, as some countries and individual benefits more than others from international trade and investment. Do you realize until today, China is really very good already? But how come still got people stay in the very poor places and some from poor places become very rich, super rich? The one thing that makes them different is that they are willing to have ABC, which is the right attitude, behavior, characters, to have the DEF, the disciplines, excellence, and fabulous working attitude to make themselves to be out of poverty cycle. Okay, so this is labor. Okay, we just skip. And then historical factors tell you that we used to be controlled by the British. But thanks to the British, they give us English education. That's why Mr. Lee Kuan Yew emphasized more on English, which is good. It's an international language, easier to communicate. But of course, he's not stupid. He also say that we need our mother tongue, which is not many country. Yeah, some country might have first language, second language, and third language, which is good. In fact, I do have my third and fourth language, but it's not 100% good. But I can speak some Malay, a bit of Indians, Tamil, a bit of Cantonese, 福建话, 广东话, 潮州话, okay, and things like that here and there. So it kind of make my life better, especially we are living in a multicultural society like Singapore. So this is what I mean by social structure and construct. Now, let's summarize with these two things that regardless of where you come from in Singapore, everyone have their own cultures and traditions. And this is very important in your social study. I keep emphasizing social study because I'm preparing you. Take note of this word, the caste system. This caste system is very, very sickening in my opinion. Until today, India will have this caste system. There are 4 castes. The one, the super rich class, and the one lowest. The lowest is called the untouchable class. That means you touch them, 你很倒霉的. 很奇怪 they are born to and they 他们会死于翻身，就是 they were poor for the rest of the life until they die. And this is how they believe. And surprisingly, until today, the government also cannot do anything. If the government involved, good luck to them. They'll become a civil war already. So this is a encrypted. So this is not a correct society. I feel it. Because they will never change. Seriously, they will never change. I don't understand it. I cannot, because of their religions. All right, so this is the one I went through last week, right? About customers using Facebook to make your 7 different types of writing. And I heard formal letter and letter might be cut down no more. And then the tone of the letter, you must know the happy sad. So this one, if you can at home, guys, if you have a printer, print it, and please do not share with your classmates and schoolmates, okay? And the best advice is for every single composition, SW, I call it SW, situation writing. You must have at least 5 paragraphs. The first paragraph is always introductions. Later, we'll go through the sample. Okay, and then you must use a 9, 8W, and 1H, which is your 9 invisible friend. How you do it, I'm not going to repeat already, so look through. So if every time, shit, my school teacher want to give me a SW homework. It's about report. Don't worry, look at this Bible or look at this Hu Shen Fu. They will be able to express and elaborate and give examples. So for next 2 weeks, I will keep putting this piece of paper to drill you, and then revise, okay, the role, audience, format, tone, and situation. So let's do it again, this one here, okay? Let's start. Fiona, you witnessed 2 boys.
You witnessed 2 boys from another school assaulting a boy from your school outside the school gate.
Oh my God, this is bullying already.
Wow. The principal has asked you to write an eyewitness account of what you saw. Write a report to the principal. Your report should answer the following questions. When did the fight occur? Who were involved in the fight? How did the fight start? What happened during the fight? Was anyone injured? What were the injuries? What did you do? Who came to help? What was the outcome? You should add other details to give an accurate account so that the principal should find it informative. Example, he or she should know from the account how the fight started.
Well done. So see, you look at this one here. Let me put it here first. You realize, Aaron, Wenjing, and Fiona, this is the situations. Okay. So this one, you witness 2 boys fighting. So you are where is you? Your role? What is your role? What is your role? Okay, so your role is this one here. So who is the audience? Who is the audience? The audience is the principal, right? Where's the principal? The principal here. Okay, what is the format? The format is what? Account, right? So you're writing a report. And then what is the tone? The tone must be very serious. Then where's the S? The S is this one, no? All this here. So you refer back. The role is you as a student. Okay? You as a student talking to the audience, which is your principal, about the incident report that 2 boys bullying one of our school boys wearing our uniform. And the format, of course, is incident report. The tone will be very serious, very worried, and also very angry because bullying is against. And then what kind of situation? The situation is, this is the situation here. When did the fight occur? That is the time. Who was involved? Of course, the 2 boys and the one being bullied. How did the fight started? Is it because the 2 boys from the other school 看他不爽打他，还是什么？为了跟他拿钱保护费。And then what happened during the fight? The boy, maybe the smaller boy, tried to do his best to break away from them, but unfortunately it did not happen. It's even worse. What happened during the fight? Maybe one of them tore his shirts or something. What? Any injury, obviously lah. And what do? I just stand there and take picture lor. Or then who can help? Nobody lor. I run away or something. What was the outcome? So before reading the modern writings, note the following. Who is the report for? What is the more important, the detail of the fight or who started the fight? Or your feeling and your opinion regarding the events? So of course, I feel that the detail of the fight is not important. It's that who started the fight is very important. Because sometimes you might think the two bullying the boy, but unfortunately, maybe the small boy calling names about them, and that's why it trigger them to fight and bully him or something like that. Okay. So imagine you are the principal who will read the report. What other details would you be interested to know? Besides being fined and reason why, how badly was he injured, did he fracture his arm or leg, or for example, a punch to the face swollen? For example, you will be interested in a brief description of the two boys who assault your student. Is it two Chinese boys bullying a Malay boy? That would be quite racist, right? Or is it a two very well-built boy and then bully a skinny boy? Since the information will help you to identify the culprits, the person who made the problem in the assault. Are you okay now, 亮子? Is your eye okay? Okay, what happened to you? Not enough sleep or watch too many iPhone. On the other hand, would you be interested to know how the writers felt regarding the incident? Okay, how the writer felt. I was so surprised and astonished and worried. I decided to call 999, something like that. Or I decided to shout at them to scare them off, but unfortunately, I also got beaten up, something like that. Study the writings task carefully. Where did the fight take place and how many people were involved? That's very, very, very important. And who were there? Who was there to see? Is that someone when they're fighting or someone took the picture? Can you write about a totally different scenario, like fight occurred at the school basketball court? Also can. Or outside the normal table tennis, okay, things like that. Ready? Okay, Aaron, can you read the first paragraph? Has requested. So remember, you have to put to from date and incident involving David. You see, 4 words. You see, I told you must be three and above. 3, 7, and 9 words. So this one is definitely more than 3 words. Okay, 4 words. You don't less than 3 words. It cannot be incident involving David. Also can. You don't put also can. Okay, to from date is very important. Back to you, Aaron. Has requested.
As requested, I am submitting an account of the incident which I witnessed outside the school gate yesterday afternoon, Monday, 24 August 2009 at around 3 p.m. I was walking towards the school gate when I saw three boys lagging out
Lingering 就是徘徊。
lingering outside the school gate. Two of the boys, both Chinese, were from Line Secondary School. They were in their school uniforms. One of them was tall and
Heavily, heavily.
heavily built, and they are built, and the other had a small frame
Frame small
and
就是很小巧玲珑啊。
a small frame and the hair which fell to his collar. The third boy was
David,
David
嗯
as
嗯嗯
David
是黄先生，黄色的黄。Do you know,
David
Fiona? Let me tell you a joke. You finish first. A secondary.
a secondary two student from our school. The two line boys were behaving very aggressively towards to David, shouting Dave,
David,
David shouting and gesturing wildly at him.
Okay. Fiona, how you read this one? Two alphabet. 怎么读
嗯
？G right? NG 哦，没有 two alphabet N and G 对吗？
呀
So last time when Uncle Raymond was working in an American company, so he picked up the phone. Hello, can I speak to NG, please? So when you say NG, look at my this. I thought he's calling for this girl, NG. Correct or not? Right, Wenjing. So sorry, there's no such person. No, it's NG. Oh, you mean Miss ha? I said, is it Miss You know, Wenjing, you tell me. Raymond, tell me, is there a vowel sound there? Come on, please. How I pronounce That is not but sorry, in Singapore we pronounce So they thought Angie is the initial, like a Natalie Go, for example. Get it now? So American they will not pronounce they will pronounce Angie. So it was 真的是一个大开玩笑。So 他还是跟我 argue 说 no, I won't pronounce as It's a disrespect to the surname. And you know what I tell him, Wenjing? It's also a disrespect if you don't pronounce This is how Singapore we pronounce it. So 他不爽啊，他去找我的大老板。So Raymond is like very rude to me. I say, what the freak is rude, man? This is how we pronounce. You know why not, Wenjing? Fiona, 亮泽. Of course I know how to pronounce this 因为我妈妈是姓这个氏，她的名字叫黄丽珠。这个how can I say I cannot pronounce this name? It's my mother's surname, man. That is the clown, that guy. Sorry, Wenjing,
Suddenly, I saw David turning to run away, but the bigger lion boy grabbed him from behind and held him tightly under the arms while his partner slapped David
oh,
and punched him several times in the stomach.
oh my God.
Damn. Then the bigger boy released his grip on David, shoved him about, and knocked him on the head,
Oh my
while
God.
the other boy scanned the immediate surroundings as if on the lookout, hoping that my appearance would frighten the
Assyrians.
assailants off and prevent serious harm to David. I quickly walked towards them. When the boy on the lookout saw me, he said something to his partner, who turned to stare at me. During their unguarded moments, David suddenly whipped out a penknife and waved it at them.
Wow.
Whoa. The two boys were taken aback for a second, but immediately after the big-sized lion boy lunged at David, knocking them to the ground. The attackers kicked him a few times before taking off.
So without hesitation, I took out my gun and shot them one by one to their heads. The end. Back to you, Fiona. Fiona,
Yes.
不要假假哦，到你的读了
Okay.
哦。
Suddenly, I saw David turning
You
to run.
see, Wenjing, that means she's not paying attention. You already read this one already. You still read suddenly. It's supposed to be I immediately already.
Okay.
做白日梦，哎，真是。
I immediately attended to David, who suffered a black eye and bruises on his face and arms.
哎
He
哎
was
哎，我知道他很可怜哦，你也不要读到这么可怜，可以吗？我知道他很可怜，他已经被打了。你要是读，我真的哭，我直接的告诉大卫，他
no,
受
no,
不
no,
了
child.
你。
I'm still healing my throat.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, okay. I forgot about you got COVID-19. 对不起，千错万错都是老师的错，我打自己。啪啪啪。OK，开始。Okay, then you don't read. He was also bleeding from a cut in his right thigh and complained of a pain in his stomach. I quickly helped him to the sick bay where I met Mr. Teo, the math teacher, who immediately drove him to the hospital in his car. Later, I handed the penknife, which I had found at the scene of the incident, to Mr. Low, the discipline master. Don't put that report. Okay, you can put report written by this person. Okay, so your signature. I forgot you got COVID 刚刚 recovering. Fair enough. So 你今天没有去学校 Fiona 你今天有没有去学校 Oh, you are. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is only three paragraphs, which I don't really like. It's just a model report. Okay, so by right you should say that he did not say no. I hope you dear Prince say dear Mr. Tan Principal. I hope you can investigate this matter as soon as possible because this is not the first case that some of my classmates also witnessed that these two boys have been doing that to our lower secondary boys. Mr. Principal, if you are not going to take any actions, I will call my gang member to come down and 一对一跟他挑战。叶问、咏春。文静 is like, holy shit, come on, man. You should call me along. 我是洪拳啊，还有 taekwondo 啊，还有 aikido 啊。阿弥陀佛，施主，打架不能解决事情，不可以杀生。阿弥陀佛。 山寨。Aaron 要睡觉了，Let's go. Do now. Do now. In your Zoom chat and send the answer to me.
Didn't we do this? Wow. Okay.
Completed already ah? Our dear friend haven't complete So while you complete already 1 to 10 I think Aaron also finished 1 to 10 1 to 4 already Okay, let's go. The next one. Hey, this one you done before, right? Is it We did How about this one? Done already? This one done Yeah, correct. I remember the Holland and Dutch one. Did you done this one before? No, right? Did we do this? I think Fiona don't have maybe. We got more to come. Okay, never mind. Think this one. This one Aaron, we did it before, right? This week. This one. 有没有? OK. So never mind. 这个呢？这个有吗？没有OK，好，我们做这个。 So this is the answer there just now. Below. This one is supposed to go by which one first? A, B, C. Which one is number one, number two? Which one go first? So this is A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. So which one come first? Thank you, Fiona. This who? Aaron? Done, Aaron? Okay. Thank you. This is answer here. Okay, let's read the first one. Number one will be 3214, right? So 3, hello again. How are you getting on? 2, I'm fine, thanks. How are you? Very well, thanks. Let's get down to business, shall we? Yes, all right. So next one, number 2. Miss Smith, I did like to meet Mrs. Jones. Then you say, how do you know Mrs. Jones? Then number 2, oh, please call me Liz. And I'm Carrie. How do you do? Sorry, not how you know. How do you do? Sorry. Number 3, this one a bit different. Oh, number 3 will be I'd like to introduce myself. The name is Alex White. Oh yes, I've heard of you. I did like to then well, pleased to meet you. Number 4 is oh, Friday is rather difficult. Yes, Tony, of course. Then we say, Miss Lance, could I have a word, please? Then I wonder
Wait,
if I might take Friday off.
how
Okay.
come cannot be like
Number 4, right?
Yeah, number 4, how come be like how cannot like Miss Ang, could
Huh?
I have a word please? Yes, Tony, of course. I wonder if I might take Friday off. And then the Miss Lang says, oh, Friday's very difficult.
Exactly. Exactly. I was about to say that. Yes. You know why? Because somebody did that. Exactly. I find that this number 4 is a bit funny. I agree with you. This one, your answer, to me, I'll find your answer is better than this one. It doesn't make sense. So this one is like your last time, your PSLE, the 1, 2, 3, and 3, 1, 2. Remember the comprehension one? Which one come first? So you realize there are very different types of doing the English. So I will agree with you. So Fiona and this Liang Zhe, if you're the same as our dear friend Wen Jing, I will agree with him. Number 5. 3 will be Gav. Could you come over here a minute? Yes, sure, Bot. What do you think? Yeah, yes, you have put a lot of work into it. Done. Yeah, let's do this one. We got a lot, no? We got a lot, so we want to cover it. Okay, this is the last one. Then we'll call it a day. Okay, let's go. Actually, this is one way to test your editing. Like the doctor told his assistant to what the first patients. My friend's never the money. I had lent him a few weeks ago. So you realize this has got to do with your grammar, your prepositions, your structure of English, right? They had to what the central heating because it was getting too warm in the room. So the two, if there's a two there, what you going to do about it? You look a bit heavier. Have you what some weight since I last saw you? Wow, who came out the answer already? Fiona, so fast. Okay, after this, we'll call it a day. Waiting for Liang Zhe and Wen Jing. Well done, Liang Zhe, for the previous exam. Okay, let's go to the answer. Aaron, let's do the first three. Aaron, the doctor.
The doctor tells his assistant to stand in the first
First
patient,
patient, first parent.
first patient.
Okay. Second one.
My friends never paid back the money I had lent him a few weeks ago.
So I decided to go to his house to ask for it. So the doctor told his assistants to send in the first patient as they just opened for business. Number three.
They had to turn off the central heating because it was getting too warm in the room.
Uh, as a result, they decided to turn on the aircon instead. Two more to go, my dear. Number four.
You look a bit heavier. Have you put on some weight since I
Huh?
last saw you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I've been enjoying life. I'm going around to different countries to taste different cuisine. Number five, please.
My boss told me to keep up the good work. He has very pleased with
Hello,
me.
hello. He what you call he has?
He was very pleased with me.
Huh? He was very pleased with me.
He was very pleased with me.
Well done. Good job, Aaron. Keep it up and continue to do a good one. Number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wen Jing.
You can't hold off much longer. He's waiting for your decision.
Come on, make up your mind. Don't be a wishy-washy. Don't procrastinate. Number 7.
She takes after her mother. Just look at her face.
Yo, both of them look so young and like sister. Number 8.
Time is running out. We need to make a decision quickly.
Yes, do it now if someone will take over the opportunity. Number 9, please.
The authorities are pushing ahead with plans for the new runaway.
So what are you going to do with it? Are we going to stick to the old plan or are we going to change it? Number 10.
She brought her children up on her own after her husband had moved out of the flat.
Wow, that is a very strong woman indeed. I never came across a woman like hers be so strong and resilient. 11, 12, 13. Liang Zhe, please tell me how many marks you score for this. Count your marks, please. Number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back to you, Fiona. Number 11.
The doctor advised Mary to stay away from fast food and chocolate.
Yeah, because these
Bread.
foods will give her diabetes.
I had an argument with my wife, but fortunately we made up a few days later. Now everything is okay again.
So is it okay to Mrs. Fiona? Mr. Fiona here?
I have a feeling that this author slept in the kitchen for the few days.
Where?
He said he had an argument with his wife.
Oh, okay. Number
My
13.
trip to Paris didn't work out the way I planned it. There were some difficulties.
Of course, the place is full of crabs and a lot of robberies and very insecure and unsafe. Number 14.
His grandfather set up the company over 50 years ago.
Now his grandson is taking over and making the company to make more profit than his father.
The news didn't go down well among the employees. Everyone was afraid of losing their jobs.
As recently, the economy is not very gloomy, it's not very bright and it's very gloomy, so they decided to take some actions. I asked around to see if someone had seen anything suspicious. To my surprise, they did tell me they see a ghost. The boy dropped out of high school and started dealing with drugs. And end up they become doctors and selling drugs, and they are pharmacy. Correct 啊 dealing drugs 不一定啊，在 American drugstore 是 pharmacy 嘛，不是卖那个毒品哦。I really like working with him. We get along very well, especially his six-pack muscle and his charming face. I love it, baby. Anything wrong, Fiona, to wake you up? See you, Liang Zhe, tomorrow. Okay, and I hope you can complete your sentences and give it to me. I want to mark. Okay, the rest, Fiona, rest well. Get your exam paper from Natalie. Okay, right. I pass it to her. Thank you. And Wenjing, well done to all of you.
Yeah,
This
she
will
did take a picture of it and then like
send it to
send
you
me.
more.
Yeah.
Okay,
How did
because
I only get the 79? Sure, I want the extra 1%.
不要贪心了，79很好。Okay, bye bye. Thank you, one. Bye. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Bye bye. Take care.